We back, y'all. It is Wednesday, May 3rd. It's a sunny day here in Houston. I'm gonna get straight to the point today. I ain't gonna talk y'all head off. Basically, I'm in Houston. I've been working in Houston, and today I'm off, so I want to play some poker. I'm gonna go to one of the places I deal at, show y'all that room. It's a fairly new room. It's been open for about 4 weeks. Really nice room. So I'm gonna go in here and see what kind of tables they got going, get some action in, let y'all see some hands. Let's go.
Unexpected that you be so selfish. How you jealous of someone that you have neglected. I heard that you've been not doing you.
Okay, so I arrive at the Cypress poker room and I sit down at the PLO table and I buy in for $200. First good hand I look down at is Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Spades, 5 of Spades, and 2 of Clubs. So I like this hand. I got pocket queens and one of the queens is suited with the 5. There's an under the gun straddle for $6, and of course I'm going to go ahead and call that with pocket queens. Action moves around the table with more people calling the $6, and then small blind decides that he wants to raise it up to 30.
30 is the new bet.
So as other people are deciding, I've already made it up in my mind that I'm calling the 30. It's a good price to see a flop with pocket queens.
Brandon, yeah, give me 200. The dealer's just walking around. I mean, they can look at people's trade.
So we go four-handed to a flop, which comes 7 of clubs, 4 diamonds, and Jack of clubs.
All those nets are on my model right there. It's all my design, yep. We'll pot it.
The pre-flop raises in the small blind, and he decides to pot it right away. Well, I've already decided to let this one go. I don't have clubs. All I have is an overpair, but this is PLO, so that's probably no good. He might have aces. So we're going to let this one go and move on to the next hand. Okay, so on to the next hand. This is the thing about PLO. It's kind of just waiting to basically hit a flop, but it's no telling what you're going to have to call pre-flop if you're willing to take that risk. So this next hand, I look down at 10 of clubs, 7 of clubs, and then 2 of hearts, Jack of hearts. I like these hands even though, they're low cards. They're not the ace high flush, but I'm still double suited. And I love a Jack 10 combination in PLO. There's a $6 button straddle, but then big blind raises to 30. And I oblige, I call the 30 because I kind of like my hand. I believe the cutoff and the button also call, and we're four-handed to the flop.
That's definitely what I want to get on the vlog.
I'll be the first one to come with it.
The flop comes 4 diamonds, 3 of diamonds, and 4 spades. That hit absolutely nothing in my hand, so I check and it checks around and we go to a turn card. The turn brings a 2 of clubs and that still doesn't help me except for I have a pair of deuces, and it checks around again. The river brings a 3 of spades and somebody finally decides to stab at it. They bet $75 and I'm out of there. Alright, on to the next hand. I look down at ace, 6 of clubs, and then king of hearts, 9 of diamonds. And y'all know I like hands like this. Any hand where I can hit the ace high flush is good with me.
25. Raise, quarter total.
There's a pre-flop raise of $25. And of course I'm going to get involved. I'll call it 25.
Kendra?
There's 4 other callers and we go 6-handed to the flop, which comes 4 of hearts, 5 of diamonds, and 10 of spades. There seems to be a pattern of me hitting absolutely nothing. A few players check and then one player bets the pot, 155. Since I have absolutely nothing, I'm going to let this one go. Maybe I'll hit a flop one day, just not today. Okay, so before I look down at this somewhat of a decent PLO hand, I went all in prior to this.
You went in this first door, I go in the second door. But I'm down at the bottom.
All in for 50, 100
This year I gave him.
With this horrible hand. Guys, never do this. I was just so frustrated with not hitting any flops, and I only had a little bit of money left that I just went all in with this to try my luck.
Brush table 2.
Needless to say, it did not work out, and I rebuy for 200 to start this hand off. I believe there's a $6 button straddle, and I call the 6.
Regular PLO, stupid PLO.
200 chips from you from this young lady, and I'll go get 2 chips after I get up.
Over there, I said 1-3.
$6 is the bet.
Over there, 1-3. There, it's 1-3 mandatory chin on the button. I like that.
That's safe on the table.
Raise to 15, guys.
Someone either in the hijack or middle position raised it up to 15. So the 15 is moving around, and I'm already making it up in my mind that I'm calling. That's a great price with this hand. With 4 other callers, we're gonna go 6-handed to a flop. Flop comes 8 of spades, 4 of spades, and 4 of clubs. So I guess I got a 6-high flush draw on a paired board, that is. The action checks around, and we go to the turn, which brings an even better card, another 4 of hearts. What is going on? That card was so bad one of the other players mucked without even checking. I check, of course.
50.
It sounds like someone in middle position bets out 50. This hand is over for me. I can't even call 50 cents, let alone $50. Okay, so that was disappointing, but on to the next hand.
Hey, Joe,
Let's see what we have.
we have 1 seat over here.
Oh, okay, that looks nice. Ace, king, king 4 with the ace and the king of spades. There's a straddle of 6 moving around the table. But I decide I'm going to raise pre-flop this hand. This is a semi-premium hand in PLO.
Yeah, but it's gotta be.
So we're going to get some money in the pot just in case I hit.
4 or 5 people, they take $100 a piece.
I believe I get 4 callers and we're 5-handed to the flop. But don't quote me. The flop comes 7 of diamonds, 10 of spades, and 9 of diamonds. What the? Such a good hand, such a bad flop. Jesus. The action checks around, so I get a free card. Maybe I can hit my back door. Nope, because the turn brings a 6 of hearts. One of the first position players bets out 50, and he gets a couple callers, but I immediately get out of the way. There's straights out there, diamond flush draw, and I just don't have any of that, so I have to fold. So, next hand that I play, I look down at Queen 8 of spades and a pair of red deuces. But unfortunately, I did not record what the board was, nor did I write it down in my notes. But apparently, I got it all in multi-way once the flop came out. There was a $6 button straddle, and I called that. And then somebody raised $40 pre-flop. And of course, silly me, I call with this subpar hand. And the flop comes out, and it checks to a middle position player, and I guess he likes what he sees because he pots it at 245. And I only have $80 in front of me, and I guess I kind of like what I saw. So I went all in for the rest of my money.
He got me beat.
Long story short, I didn't win, and I buy in for another 200. So here I am on my third buy-in, looking down at King, Jack, Jack 5 with 3 clubs in my hand. I try not to get into the habit of playing hands when I have 3 of the same suit, but I have pocket jack, so I'm optimistic about that. There's a pre-flop raise of $30, and I'm going to call that. But then someone else repots it and says 155. And I'm not just going to call 155 with only $200. We're going to get it all in. YOLO.
I'm all in for my 2.
They hadn't even brought me my 200 out, but I'm all in for it. I don't care. Let's get all the money in. I believe everybody else folded except for one player who was all in for 175, and then the original raiser of the 155, she calls my 200. So we're 3-handed to an all-in pot. And when I get in situations like this, I close my eyes until they get to the river. I don't even want to see the run out until it's done. One time for my cash, I announce.
One time for the cash. Let's go.
Now, the whole time the dealer is running the board out, I'm not looking. The suspense is killing me.
You got queen 10.
Okay, I open my eyes, I check my hand, and what? I think I have the nuts. Do I have the nuts? King Jack is the nuts on this board. Thank you, poker gods, because that was going to be my last buy-in. If I wouldn't have been all in pre-flop and looking at the board, I would have flopped a king high flush draw and a gut shot. So I would have got my money all in anyway. Same result. But yeah, pass that pot on over here, finally. Alright, so next hand I look down at king 10 of diamonds, jack of hearts, 9 of spades. This is what you call PLO porn. I got a few chips in front of me now. I'm feeling very confident with this hand pre-flop. There's a raise of $15 pre-flop, and I'm definitely getting involved with this hand. I believe after I called, we get 2 or 3 other callers. Honestly, can't remember.
No, not that. Who's next? Like that shot when you go to the bar, you can order a shot.
The flop comes down 9 of diamonds, 2 of spades, 3 of clubs. So at this point, all I have is top pair. I check when it gets to me, and the action checked around. So we go to the turn card, which brings an 8 of hearts. Now that's a pretty good looking card. I turn an open-ended straight draw on this rainbow board. I'm not going to bet it, but I'm calling anything. And that's just what I'm going to have to do, because somebody bets out 80. There's a fold, and then a call, and then someone else folds, and I give them a call. So I believe we're going to be three-handed to the river.
Okay.
The river brings a beautiful queen of hearts. I hit the absolute nuts. In my mind, I'm just trying to think of a bet that can induce a call. So I put out a small bet of $100. But no one falls for it. Both players fold. So I'm going to take this pot down. Okay, pretty much this is the last hand of the session. I look down at ace of spades, king 6 of clubs, and jack of hearts. Surprisingly, there's no $6 straddle. It's just $3 to me, and I call. What's even more crazy is the $3 gets all the way around the big blind, and he checks. So we're all going to see a flop for $3. I don't think that's happened this whole session. And this $3 flop comes 9 of clubs, ace of clubs, and 5 of diamonds. So I flop top pair, king kicker, and also the nut flush draw. Action is going to check around to me, so I decide to bet the pot, which is 15. Action is moving around the table, a couple folds, a couple calls. I believe I get 3 callers to be exact, and we're going to be four-handed to a turn card.
15, bro. Put the wrong color.
Now the turn brings a king of spades, which gives me top 2, and I still have the nut flush draw. So I'm going to pot it here again.
$75.
I only get 1 caller, and everyone else folds, and we go heads up to the river. Come on, poker guys, I need you one more time. River brings a card I did not want to see, a 10 of hearts, which brings Broadway to the board. I check, and thankfully my opponent checks as well, and she announces 2 pair, and I say me too, top 2. Thank you, poker gods. It is good. Ace King is good. So I'm gonna take this pot down, and this is pretty much gonna end my session. I was in for those 3 buy-ins totaling 600, out for 785. All right, y'all see what I be talking about, how bad I run at the beginning of a session. I just don't get why I have to fight back just to get barely even or get a profit when I play. Maybe it's because I'm playing PLO, I don't know. Maybe I need to go play Hold'em. I don't know, but I enjoy PLO, so I play it. But yeah, I was in for 600, out for 785. That was a short, quick session. This was more so me showing the new room off in the Cypress area. So come by the room if you ever in the Houston area. It's a nice room, some good folks run it. Come check it out. But that was my short PLO session, and y'all continue to watch me, man. Please subscribe to my channel. Please share my video if you enjoy the videos.
Unexpected that you be so selfish. How you jealous of someone that you have neglected.